You're listening to Shakey Sessions on CCR.
Hello and welcome to Shakey Sessions live on CCR 104.4 FM. And today I'd like to introduce you my guests of the week, Reverie Sons. Hello.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We found it. We found where to come.
Well, if people don't know yet, we're actually in a brand new studio in Anglia Ruskin University. Yeah. So we're getting this all ready. So thanks for coming in.
No, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And it's nice to see you guys really, because you played your first gig for me before Christmas. No, just after Christmas, wasn't it?
17th of Jan.
Yeah, 17th of Jan.
Yeah.
But before that, I know you from probably 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
Yeah, 2008, 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
Sometime like that. Yeah, long time ago.
And obviously that was in your other band, Crazy Eights.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
So all those years ago.
Yeah. It seemed like, we were like early 20s then, weren't we?
Yeah.
It seems so different
now. A lot has
now.
changed since then.
So different.
Yeah.
But,
I think I was probably at one of your last gigs as well, at the Basement.
Yeah, that was the like a 10th anniversary one.
Yeah.
And it was more a case of going, we haven't played for ages. Let's get it in. It was good turnout though. It's better than back in the 20s when you were like begging everyone, please come to London. And no, everyone fancied it on that one, which is good.
Yeah.
It's a good way to finish it as well. That one, I think.
Definitely, yeah. And obviously then you all went a bit quiet, and then I think one of you messaged me last year saying, "Oh, you got a new project coming together, and you'd like to start playing gigs again."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it was really nice, because I think the first gig you did play for me with the Crazy Eights was in January 2009. Then the first gig you played for this new band, January 2025.
Yeah, it seems like around Christmas time everyone gets an idea, don't they?
Yeah.
And in January, Shakey gets on the phone.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and that was a great first gig. What did you two guys think of the?
Yeah, enjoyed it. I think it went well.
It's always a bit nervy.
Yeah.
I think we were like, when after Crazy Eights we were like, okay, well, Sam was playing in the band with these guys, with Dave and Alex, who's playing now, and he said, look, come over, we'll do something. We just want to be a covers band.
Yeah.
So we come in, and there was options. We tried to do covers stuff, but it was like someone was going, let's do a Beyonce track, let's do this track, that track, and it was so we couldn't make it work.
So some worked, some didn't, and it was
some were all right.
Let's have it all.
Some of them was okay, and then
some originals.
Yeah, and then it was like, look, let's just all play to our strengths, and we just started writing. I had a couple of songs on acoustic, and then that works, and everyone found their vein. So we were doing that since about May.
Yeah.
And then by December time, we're like, probably all right now to get something going. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a good gig and a good start of hopefully another prosperous career with the new stuff.
Yeah, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Yeah, all cool. So, as you come in today, one of the things I do is a track of the week, and we've actually chose Fish Out of Water.
Mm-hmm.
So is this the first track you guys have recorded?
Yeah, it was recorded in a group of 4 actually.
Did it Card Trick Studios.
That's it.
And they're really good there.
We played it live, so as much as the recording was good, it was just literally a live take.
Sort of try and get some promo and stuff out there, and sort of get some snippets of what we sounded like, really.
That's it. Yeah, but that one out of the 4 was always the first one. Oh, okay, what 4 should we record? That was the first one.
That was like the first sort of rehearsal song. Go in, play that, get warmed up, and that's sort of how it started.
Yeah, cool. Well, we'll give it a little play, and then we can chat a little bit exactly what it's all about once we've had a listen to it. So here we go. This is track of the week from Reverie Sons, and this is called Fish Out of Water.
Shakey Sessions, track of the week.
Chelmsford Community Radio.
Shakey on CCR.
Welcome back to Shakey Sessions live on CCR 104.4 FM, and that was track of the week, Fish Out of Water from Reverie Sons. I should really ask, where did you get the name from?
Picking a band name is absolutely minging job. The WhatsApp got a bit embarrassing.
We went through about 30 names and kept finding one, and then found that someone else has it somewhere, and
it's horrible. And then to get 4 people, I think Reverie was kind of like a daydreamy sort of thing, and we're not really a daydreamy brand, but it was just, you need a collective, and you can't call yourself a gang or it's hard. So that one just stuck. There was a couple that I thought we're nearly there, and it only takes one person to go nah, and then it's off again. We're back to square.
That was normally me as well.
Dave.
Because there was a Kings of Leon track, wasn't there? Reverie.
I googled, and there is a band that has Reverie in their name, but it's not that. So I mean, they can't own the word. We can have a bit of it.
I thought it might have been through the Kings of Leon track.
I don't think there's any Kings of Leon fans.
That was just a coincidence, I think.
Yeah,
we saw that after, and we were like,
I didn't even know that. It's the first I've heard. There you
Talking of sons, just a quick shout out to Dave and Melissa. They had their baby last week.
Our bassist had a baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
First one. So I was. He's had a couple of days now. He's got to get back to rehearsal. Do you know what I mean?
Oh right, yeah. Yeah. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about Fish Out of Water?
That was. I was in a. I'll talk about it because it come from. It seems like I'm hogging it, but I'm not. It came from. There's only 4 chords in it, right? Yeah. But it was I was in a mood to tell a story, and sometimes when I'm just writing songs, I'll go I'll mumble something, and then at the end of it, that'll fit a word and that. But this one, I kind of wanted to write a story, and I still believe. I know there's songwriters that have said stuff before, and I'm not saying I'm a songwriter, but sometimes you just hit the right universe at the right time, and a song drops out. So these lyrics dropped out in about 20 minutes, and it's a whole song. It's a pretty sad song, to be fair, but luckily the beat, and of course I just lost myself in the ears, by the way. That was weird.
Yeah, but I just turned it down a bit because it was peaking a bit.
Oh, okay, no, it's but luckily it was it's a bit sad song. I was kind of thinking about She's Leaving Home by the Beatles, and a little bit of the Heavy 16, something like that.
Yeah.
And then when the boys played on, and the acoustic track is pretty dark, but when the boys played on it, it turned into this rocking kind of bluesy sort of number, which is really cool.
Yeah. Alex made some sort of good sounds.
Got a slide on it.
Yeah, and the slide he played made such a difference to it.
Yeah.
That it came together quite quick, that song.
Yeah, the slide is different gear, I think, because it was just he solos at the end.
Yeah.
And he rips it. I mean, Alex he's one hell of a player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when he put slide on the front of that, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Come together nice.
Definitely, yeah. It's a really good track, and it's very good live as well.
Yeah, we opened with it, and I think we'll move it later in the set on other gigs.
Yeah, it's our sort of most known one, isn't it? And it's like you play that at the start of the set, and then
everyone goes to the bar.
Yeah, you got nowhere to go. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was it's probably one of my favourite ones, but it's the most complete one where the lyrics kind of hit, and he doesn't say too much and doesn't say enough, sort of thing. It's all right.
Yeah, it's good. So obviously after the first gig, you had quite a lot of people there that probably seen you and followed you through your other career and your other band and stuff. What was like the sort of feedback you were getting from them?
It was mixed. Like I think sort of with certain songs, there's ones that sort of people gave me feedback that they liked, and Ben had different ones, and there's ones we sort of disagree and agree on, but it was ultimately good.
There's a couple there in the note. There's a couple of songs right in the middle of the set, which funnily enough, I think both of them we wrote a week before the gig, so they are everything could have gone wrong with those two.
Yeah,
and they were the two that got the feedback. Both all sets of friends liked it. Yeah. There's a couple of split opinion, but that's what it's about, isn't it? But overall, I mean, the hardest thing was they were going, well, what does it sound like? Is it going to be like the old band? I was like, I can't actually tell you how it sounds like, and it's not going to be like the old band. So
if you sort of went with influences, you'd go, well,
it's 40.
This list, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too hard to pick.
So probably one of your biggest critics, I'm sure he was there. Your brother was there on
he was there
because he was in the old band, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
So what did he think of it all?
He was the one who commented on those middle two.
Yeah.
He said, I think you've warmed into the gig, and these two are the ones that hit. And then the best thing about him is that if he's talking about the track in detail and the bits he liked, that means he listened, and that's probably the biggest compliment, because he listened to it. And when you're writing music, someone goes, I really like that one, that's cool. When someone goes, I really like that bit, and the way you changed to there and the tempo bit, then you go, they really listened.
We had Sam and we had James there as well. So James,
our bassist as well.
Yeah, he was there as well, and both really liked it.
Excellent.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
All right, really cool. So, would you like to do a live track for us?
Let's do it. Let's do it. See how this goes. So, Let's get some water. We'll do long way down, shall we, or Spot the Lights? Still long way down, shall we? Right. There you go, mate.
Nice one. That's good. And a little bit later in the show, we've got the recorded version of that, so people can compare the two. While you get your breath back, we've got another recorded track. We'll have a little listen, then we can chat about this one after. This is Spark the Lights from Reverie Sons. Here we go.
Shakey Sessions.
Welcome back to Shakey Sessions live on CCR 104.4 FM, and that track was Spark the Lights from Reverie Sons. Another good track, guys. Before that, you've done like the acoustic version of Long Way Down. Was that another one written by yourself?
Yeah. To be fair, the tracks that have stuck, bearing in mind that Alex, great guitarist and songwriter as well, but he loves a bit of John Mayer.
Yeah.
So he'll play a bit of John Mayer stuff, and I find it a little bit harder to come up with on the spot a vocal melody that sticks, right?
Yeah.
So at the
I think
moment,
our sort of best tracks have come from you coming in with a vocal melody and then a bit of a structure, and we change it around a little bit, we work on it, and sort of a bit of a medium in the middle, really.
yeah, all of them are acoustic tracks, and that one is probably the closest thing to what you would think was an acoustic anyway, because it does change. But I think I was saying that because Alex came around the other day and we were writing some stuff, and we were trying. I said the thing is to get that like Long Way Down, I probably went through 50, 60 different melodies because I've got time to do it on my own. You can't do that in rehearsal.
No.
When someone just chucks a chord and you go, I'll try and get it.
You get the frustration in rehearsals as well. If something doesn't work, it's you want to move them straight away, don't you? But
keep the energy going.
We've had to work them. Some of them haven't come naturally. A lot of them we've had to work at the songs and craft them, and happy that they come out really.
Yeah. Normally the rule is if you have to slave over it too much, it's normally a goner, isn't it?
Yeah.
And with the other ones that have worked, like we had before the baby came, we had a rehearsal about a month ago, and we spent the whole time on this one song, but every little change was progressing it forward.
Yeah.
But if we'd done half hour and done, it would have been, wouldn't it? It wouldn't have made it. It would have gone something else. Bored, something else.
But that'll be the next one out. So.
Yeah.
So how many tracks are you actually on at the moment?
Probably about 10 now, I think.
Yeah.
And still writing stuff. It's just, like I say, I've got about 5 in the can.
Yeah.
Al's come over and he's got another 3, so we're just waiting.
We've got about 8 or 9 sort of finished.
Solid ones, yeah.
There's a couple that are sort of in the working, and then what the other guys have come up with. So I think
and we haven't got no covers yet.
No.
We've got a few in the can, but.
Yeah, well that's good. You're getting so many in, so that's really cool. And then you've got obviously the live when you're playing live as well. Obviously, it's all about getting your music out there, but a lot of that is at live gigs and stuff like that. So you've got a couple of bits coming up.
Yeah, we've got Hotbox on the 26th
of
April. Sorry,
April,
of April,
Saturday night,
which is a really big gig, because we were just talking before while that track was playing. When we tried to we thought, well, okay, we'll get some gigs, like we did on the other band. It's like, where'd all the venues gone?
Yeah,
I'm not saying I was saying the same one. I was like,
they're just not there anymore.
There's just not venues anymore, and they're gone. And then it was hard enough back in 2009, 2010, where all venues like, you can play, sell 80 tickets, give me the cash now. And that was happening when there was loads of venues. Now imagine there's only like 3 or 4. I mean, in Essex, they're all good venues, but there ain't many.
No.
So,
I think Colchester, Chelmsford, obviously, you've got Hotbox, you've got the Black Ball that I do. There are, like the Basement, very occasionally has stuff on, but it's not like every week like it used to be. It's had its PA ripped out of it. So, it is a shame. Like, and the Fleece just tends to do covers bands and tribute bands and stuff like that.
Well, that
maybe once a year.
That was our
every other month, wasn't it?
Yeah, we could, because we bought a crowd.
Yeah,
we could bring up. It was Brett there at the time, and we could say, "Look, want a gig," and he'll go,
I think that is our key thing. We just want people to come and watch, enjoy it, listen to it,
That's
and have fun. That's like the main thing we're going for. And I think we're still sort of finding our sound a bit. So a lot of songs we're writing, we're changing, and they're just sort of moulding into our sound. And that's taken a lot of work to sort of get them to where we want them
Yeah.
I think you have to go through, let's be a covers band and let's try and do Elton John, Beyonce and everything in between, and going, no, it doesn't fit, and then realising it doesn't fit, and then writing songs and going, that fits, and you like playing bass like that, don't you? You like playing guitar like that. Oh, you sing nice there, and then you just play to all your strengths.
The amount of times Dave sits there and, you know, Ben comes in with something and Dave just finds a nice little groovy bass line. It's just
he's solid.
It's been like, obviously I've known Dave for a long time, like Dave known for 15, 20 years, but the level he's got to now is excellent. He's doing so well. Mr.
Dependable,
Indeed.
which is what you want from a bass player.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. But you know, you want to play live and you don't want to chase it. But then again, you can't. You've got to, like for example, Hotbox. You know, rightly so. You know, great venue. I'm not going to put you on and you bring nobody. You know, but then when you've got that and then you've got you doing the Black Boar and that, you go, well, outside that, then you start going further afield of Essex and
then there's like Southend. Even Southend's not got. They used to have like 10 venues. I think that obviously got Chinnery's the one that everyone wants to.
We never got on there.
Try.
Even when we were getting 100 people to a gig, Chinnery's never. So
you got Chinnery's, and then you've got a couple of others that have probably been renamed since when they were around, probably 10 years ago and stuff.
I still think we've got the battle scars from the London venue circuit where we were doing Crazy Eights. We had
some great experiences, and then we had a few not so great.
We got sucked in, chewed up, and spat out by the end of it. That was the beginning of the end, you know. We supported Tom Hingley from Spiral Carpets, and then we were doing other gigs where you promise TV down and all this sort of stuff, and every promise is broken, and you're busting the gut on a Tuesday to get all your mates up to London.
We had it on one gig where we think we brought about 100 people, and all we did was basically pay. All our money just went to, I won't say who it is, but went to a different artist, and it was like, well, is that really, you didn't bring anyone?
He's on the phone, I won't know who it is, but this guy's on the phone to me all week, and you're bringing the crowd. He goes, I've got 3 coach loads coming down, and he's a famous guy. I'm thinking, this is it, this is what we wanted. He come down with no one, and as soon as we come off stage, he went, pay me.
No.
That was one of the last ones, wasn't it? London killed us.
Really. I've seen it and I've heard it. I've seen so many acts from Chelmsford. 18 years of putting gigs on. You see all these bands. They do 4 or 5 really busy gigs in Chelmsford, and then they'll go dip their water in London, like Dublin Castle, and the other ones around Camden, and then there's one in King's Cross, I think.
I think we played.
We did Barfly, didn't we?
We did the Barfly. We sold out the Barfly in
That's
Camden.
gone now as well.
That's gone.
Yeah. That's the assembly rooms now, something like that.
It was at the top of a pub.
That's it.
And it was and that was the point when we had promoters go, oh, do you want to come do stuff? We'll bring the Camden, just sold out. You don't sell out Camden, and people go, oh, there's no ones. I'm not saying we were someone, but they were like, oh, there's a crowd. We'll just get them on. And they can sell out some shows that are dead, and so we were doing Tuesday nights in the middle of nowhere in London, trying to drag it. It was hard work, man. And you can't do that now. In the early 20s, when no one's got the kids.
Exactly. It's difficult, but in a way, it's good for you guys because you've been there, done it, got the T-shirt, and it's even harder for like the young bands now that haven't done it before because they're still seeing these big lights of London and probably getting told you've got to come up, you've got to sell 50 tickets in advance or we're going to cancel the show.
I think that's it.
It's crazy.
I don't think we'll sort of fall into any traps. I think it's kind of now, it's like, if something doesn't work for us, we won't do it.
But we were right, we fell into that bracket of bright lights, and they always dangle a O2 Islington or something. They always well, that's what we want to get you to, but you need to do all these ones on a Tuesday night and a Monday night and you've got to bring people. But I still think we were relatively level-headed. I mean, we got some, like with all bands, they've dangled some massive carrots, and we didn't fall for any of them, but the ones where we started getting a real crowd and we started getting written about as well, hey, this is alright, hey, maybe we can go and support someone, and that's when we just got pummeled, you know, and then everyone lost the love of it after that.
That's it, yeah.
So this one, it's all about the tunes, really, without something too cheesy. Can we write some good songs, have a good time, do a good gig the best we can, and see where we go?
Yeah, definitely. We're now going to hear the recorded version of the track you played acoustically earlier on the show, and this one is A Long Way Down. So we'll have a little listen, and we'll go from there. Here we go. This is Reverie Sons with Long Way Down.
Shakey on CCR.
Welcome back to Shakey Sessions live on CCR 104.4 FM, and that was Long Way Down by Reverie Sons. So now all the listeners have listened to your acoustic version and that version. Obviously,
I should have covered more. I should have covered more from the back catalogue, but being a new band,
good. It's good. So, did we not chat about this one much? Did we?
I don't think
we haven't spoke about this one.
We didn't. We spoke about where it came. I mean, the acoustic version of that is literally how it was made.
Yeah.
And it was probably the one.
I think that's the song that gets the best. Well, from people listening to it as the sort of the best reception.
Yeah, live I get a little like Stones vibe, but it doesn't sound anything like the Rolling Stones. But for some reason, I think Al's guitar when he's playing it kicks through a bit more, cuts a bit more. I don't say it doesn't sound anything like the Rolling Stones. But the way he's playing,
it's got
sounds nice.
Got a catchy melody as well, and I think it's a good song.
It's definitely one that it just does what it does. It's not trying to be clever.
Yeah. So you mentioned the Rolling Stones. Obviously, with the Crazy Eights, it was very Kasabian-y, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
do you guys? What are your have they influences sort of changed over the years?
Well, we can tell you that Alex's will be John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Yeah. You mentioned that.
Endless amounts of John Mayer.
To be fair, you make the John Mayer comparisons, but he's one that can back it up and play it. That's the thing. He's not like, I like John Mayer. I sound like John. Well, and then he plays it, and you go, you can, but. He definitely sits in that groove.
I think that's what we've struggled with on this, is like, who do we sound like? And I don't know is the honest answer to that. I don't know who we don't really base our sound on anyone. It's more that sort of Ben comes in with a melody, or Alex comes in with something, and we work it, and the sound sort of ends up being what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the best. I've got my influences. I'm not the best singer in the world. I sing where I like to, and try and mask any lack of singing ability with a bit of attitude or a bit of delivery, fake it to make it sort of thing. But then Al on guitar wouldn't normally play solos over that stuff. Yeah. So then when you got that, and then Dave playing lovely bass, and you like, I mean, you've got a whole mix of stuff you like. But to go right, can we fit all our influences coming from different corners of the earth into this song? I mean, I have to probably do the least. Yeah. And these boys have to fit around. But when it does click, it doesn't sound like anything else.
What's quite good with it is that we're all open to. So if Ben comes in with something, or then we try and change it or whatever, we're quite good at, like, nothing gets shot down straight away. It's like everyone has a bit of an input, and we work it out quite nicely, which is good. And it's, if stuff works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the tracks that we've listened to, the recorded versions, have you got them up on any sort of social, I don't know, Spotify's or Apple Music or anything?
To be honest with you, when we recorded them, as I said to you before, they're live.
Yeah.
I think we were kind of surprised with, when we did the live recordings, that how some of them have come out. That actually they've come out better than we thought they were going to. So then, when you listen to like Fish Out of Water, it doesn't sound too far off what we'd hope we'd get from an actual proper recording rather than a live recording. So the next plan is to get some sort of studio recordings done. But getting songs out there, at the minute it's YouTube.
Well, it's like Spotify ready. Like those tracks, in my opinion, wouldn't be Spotify ready. We need to do them properly. They need to be mixed and mastered. But at the end of the day, I mean, to be honest with you, I remember the first time Fish Out of Water was the first track we did. He plugged us all in. Okay, why don't you just play that, and I'll just press record. It was done properly. He had a recording mixing. Card Trick are good. They do it well. Yeah. I remember going back in and going, "Oh, guys, do you want to come in and hear it?" And I was like, "This is the first time I've heard us back."
Other than on Alice's
phone.
On
an iPhone, which is, as soon as you play bass, it's like, it's gone. So it's the first time I heard it back, and then that's when I thought, oh, this will be all right. But I wouldn't make any, I wouldn't try and make out there's something it's not. They're live recordings. They've come out well enough, I think. So what we've tried to do, and we were talking about before, is that like this social media game's changed. Yeah. Like when
it wasn't a thing when we were gigging before. It wasn't. Your followers sort of came from people just coming to watch you play. Yeah. And then if people watched you and they liked you,
Well, that's not completely true, because the biggest dilemma you had was what colour theme do you want your MySpace to be? That was literally, and back in the day, but MySpace, but MySpace was all right, because
it was excellent. It really was
for musicians. I mean, wasn't it like Calvin Harris got picked up on there or something like? I think, or someone like that. Anyway, who cares? But
Lily Allen, I think she got.
Her dad probably sorted her out. But it's it was there. All your music was there, and that was on. And now it's like, I mean, I'm not on TikTok. I haven't got any socials.
No.
Apart from the band, I haven't even got a smartphone. I've got. So it's like this game's changed completely, and so we had to put these out. So we've been trying to do it on Instagram and so on, and then just started doing music videos for them. So we've got a YouTube channel, and then there's some live stuff from the Gig With You.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 music videos, and I've put in there, look, this is a live recording.
It's just getting people to see them.
Something different.
Yeah.
It's getting people to see them is a challenge, I think, and it's trying to find a way that people see it and they actually want to see more. And you look at our sort of the views we're getting is actually quite good, and it's just getting people to actually sort of subscribe to stuff and follow. It's actually sort of.
Well, the best part about it, because I'm trying to manage the YouTube thing, being I'm probably the worst one to do it, but and the good thing about it is, I mean, you can get the analytics for years. I don't know how anyone runs a YouTube channel because the analytics will do your head in, but you can go and see, someone watched this for an average viewing time of like 2 minutes 30.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's quite a big chunk of the song you've been sitting around. You've got, if you think of the scrolling, you can click on anything on the planet, but you spend 2.5 minutes listening to this. That's all right. That's good for me.
And I think that's the thing. People don't get a song straight away. Now you just switch off.
YouTube Shorts is one of the worst inventions ever.
Yeah, it is a bit weird because, like I said, I recalled all the shows that I've been doing from from 2008 onwards.
Christ, well, you got a warehouse.
Yeah, so when I changed to the latest camera, I started uploading them on. Onto YouTube.
I need to nick them off you, by the way.
So it's pretty mad. I've now got 5,100 videos up there because I got caught out on the first couple of gigs I'd done. I recorded the whole set. Yeah, and it took me 3 hours or 4 hours
to upload.
And then like a computer game where you like load it and it get right to the end, then it'll crash.
Yeah.
So you'll notice I now do like the every song I press stop on the video recorder.
It's better to do that.
Yeah,
anyway,
so it works out well. But I've got this 5,000 and I've got 364 subscribers. So because I'm over 100, it gives you an option to do other stuff and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, at the end of the day, I remember there's bands. The reason why we did it was, one, it was quite fun anyway to be creative.
Yeah.
And 2, there have been songs or bands that I didn't think I liked, and I watched a music video or something, and I've gone, actually, I've just got my senses have got another way of appreciating what's going on. That it gives us a chance, doesn't it? Something else to enjoy. A
lot of it is the videos. Ben's come up with them and said to us, "What do you guys think of this?"
Yeah,
like he sat there and done it. We haven't really had much input on it, just because my creative brain's non-existent. But Ben gets those videos done, and most of them look great.
It's good. It's just good fun anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, you say you don't really do social media, but whoever's doing your like Instagram stuff and all your post outs and all that, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's like rather than just a post out, it's like all singing, dancing.
Looks really good.
Yeah,
well, that was the other
really cool.
That was the other thing is like because I'm in another life. Well, I'm an artist as well.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, it's an outlet. Like, do you know the people that I'm like most jealous of is like the band Gorillaz. You get to do music, you get to do art with it, you make cool videos, and you play live.
Yeah.
I was like, they're all my 4 things I want to do, and you do it in one band. So, when we got Hotbox, like creating drawing up a poster, it's not, I've done it all freehand.
Yeah.
But just because it's so different. I mean, if you go to, what we wanted to do was like, if you go to someone and say, like, we want to do a gig, or if we want to do this, want to do that, we're sitting there with an Instagram empty with 2 followers. At least we haven't got a lot of followers, it doesn't really matter, but at least they can say, well, these guys are taking it serious, look at their output.
Well, it's caught people's attention as well. Like, we've got the Intense Records Saturday coming up. What day we booked that for?
That's the 24th of May. So Intense Records, we're doing a like an install. But it's just trying to show, okay, this isn't just a band just coming up going, can we have a gig? Taking it seriously. The output's serious and trying to be someone you can work with, you know, rather than cap out for a gig, you know.
Definitely, yeah. I should be doing some of the Intense Records stuff soon as well. I've been chatting, but it will be through the radio show. So we're looking at a way how we could do it live, but also record it so it goes out on the radio. Same with
24th of May. I'll carry the desk down with you.
But
it'd be good.
And we've recently done with No Idea that you played with. They done HMV in Colchester, and Leslie that runs that is really good.
Yeah, she's lovely, and I didn't realise that was Leslie because she's got different accounts without her name on.
Yeah,
but she's very, very friendly, very kind to bands as well. Because
she's really good.
She shares stuff out with people, and it means a ton when someone just does that. And she doesn't have to; it doesn't cost her anything to post something, but it means the world to someone that
definitely. Yeah, so she runs some good groups in the Colchester scene as well.
She's very nice, and people like her and like you are very much needed. Otherwise, this thing's going to die a death, and no bands are going to get out, and no one's going to get seen, and then we're just all fighting on TikTok for whatever junk, and that's that.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's all about you guys getting out, playing gigs, being enjoyed, not just by your family and friends, but having new people come and watch you and stuff like that as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the show or when we were listening to it the first time around, but as a track of the week, that's going to be played on the breakfast show, the lunchtime show, and Drive for the next 5 days, and then over the weekend it's going to be played on some of the weekend shows as well.
Thanks for the exposure.
Yeah,
no, it's good.
That's unbelievable. I mean, every hour on the hour would have been perfect, but
you don't want to be with some of the adverts.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
But no, I appreciate it because, like I say, without that, no one hears it, and we just play to ourselves in rehearsal studio. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries at all. And that usually goes out at around 8:40, 12:40, and 5:40 every day.
I'll be there.
Yeah, so you can listen online, but also I don't know if you've got FM radios in your car, 104.4 FM.
I still love the radio,
radio,
I do as
vinyl.
Well.
Yeah, it's all cool.
Still love it.
So I noticed you were talking about the artist side of it. I think on your is it your Instagram or your Facebook and that the fly you've done? Are you like doing like a litho type?
We
that's going to be for sale or something.
Yeah, I mean we don't want to. At the end of the day, look, this will be our second gig, but we've been all playing in bands for 20 years. So
I
think our key for us is we just want people to come in and watch. We're not, it's we've all got jobs, we've all got everyday things we do. This is more kind of us to enjoy it, and we're not the whole we're not in it for the money. It's not really that. It's more just we want to come watch and enjoy it, know. And as we've done the ticket prices low. We're not charging a lot.
Yeah, it's not about making money. And to be fair, the poster and the same with any T-shirts.
Yeah,
it's more to show people. Okay, these guys have got. They're not just saying, "Oh, let's fancy a gig." These guys can. Okay, they create their own artwork. Or, I mean, I would like to see that T-shirt just because I want to see that logo on a black T-shirt. I think it looked cool. But at the end of the day, if people wanted it. If people wanted the poster, but it's more showing. Look, there's actually from this. You've got from this band that everyone's got to back their own music, but I really like it. You've got some artwork coming out of it. You've got some T-shirts coming out of it. You've got some videos coming out of it. And these guys, we're not just, we're trying to create this whole package.
I think it's really good. It's really cool.
No, cheers,
so obviously you mentioned about T-shirts. Are you going to be doing merchandise and stuff?
Maybe. I mean, we'll probably just print 4 and they'll just be for us. In the end. You'll have one. You can.
Oh that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be really nice.
But it's just that logo is like really.
I like the because you've got the same logo in different colours as well.
Yeah.
The orange and blue. Is it orange and blue?
There's an orange and blue one.
Yeah, the one that's like your Facebook page logo. I really as soon as you sent that across that and you'd sent like the black and white and that but that one I really like the colours.
We could do anything for that, Red Cross for the England games, Easter eggs for Easter coming up,
and obviously with the recordings and stuff at some point are you like a sort of band that will want to bring out a physical copy of your
I would like to.
I nice to have it.
We found a studio and we found a studio we want to go to, and
just on that note, just thanks to the guys from the Lucetters, especially Sam, has given us a lot of info about studios, and for people to give us time and go, this is what we've done, how we listen to their sound, and that's the sort of sound.
Excellent.
It sounds great. So
we listen to their tracks and gone, who did you use?
Yeah, and he's given us so much info.
Yeah, this recording and this. So Sam.
Brilliant.
So we're going to get that. So as soon as we get those 3 or 4 done, they'll probably go. The main thing, it's online, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's hanging around? I mean, I think I'm the only one who's got CDs and records now.
Yeah. I've just seen we've literally got a minute left, and I don't think we've actually said where people can find you on socials and that.
So you've got
before they come to gigs and stuff.
Yeah. So Instagram is Reverie Sons Official.
Yep.
And then Instagram, and then YouTube's the same sort of thing. I think it's just Reverie Sons. Yeah,
you just type in
Reverie
Sons.
Yeah.
On YouTube it comes up.
We found a bad name that no one's got. So you'll find
or can
it.
Spell.
And there's go and check them out. There's those three tracks we played tonight. There's music videos for each one. There's some live performances. Give us a follow. That sounds cheesy, but all helps, And you might, if you like the tunes, come down. It'll be good. We're all friendly people,
All right, cool. Well, thanks so much for coming in. And once you do get your recordings and any new stuff, feel free to come in at any point. Come and guest. That'd be great.
We'll bring the others.
That would be really cool. It's really been a nice hour chatting to you guys.
Thank you so much.
All right.